Sunburn, sunspots, pimples, under eye bags, all problems everyone can relate to. So how do you correct those issues with makeup? It just takes a little bit of practice. And Amber McKinnon, founder of Brown Bombshell Beauty, is here to show us what to do. Thank you so much for being here today.
Of course.
Now I have to ask you, I have seen the pamphlets. Every time I go to one of the makeup stores, they hand me a pamphlet on color correcting.
Yeah.
It's all the rage right now. What is it?
Well, color correcting is a technique where you use colors from the color wheel to cancel out any type of discoloration in the face.
Okay, well, what type of color correcting are we talking about here? I mean, you've got some options here. I mean, different colors that range from kind of like a peachy one to a green to more of a yellow. How do we use these?
Well, it depends on what kind of discoloration you're trying to cover.
Okay.
If you're trying to cover darkness, either under the eye or maybe some dark spots in the face, then that's going to depend on your skin tone.
Okay.
If you're fair-skinned, you're going to want to use pink. If you have medium skin tones, you're going to want to use peach. If you have tan or olive, use yellow. And if you have deep skin tone like mine, use orange.
Okay, perfect. How did this whole thing come about? I mean, how did it originate?
Well, it originates with professional makeup artists. They have used this technique for years, but it's recently become popular with the everyday woman in the past 2 or 3 years.
Okay, all right. Well, I have to ask you, you have some options that are right here.
Yes.
You know, how does this relate with the whole color wheel? I mean, how do you use the color wheel when it comes to using these?
Sure. Okay, so you find the color that you're trying to conceal, and like I said, those darker areas are actually blue.
Okay, so like we're looking at the color wheel
Yes.
right here. So if I have under eye circles that tend to go more blue, then I should probably go on the opposite side
Exactly.
of the pinwheel? Okay.
The exact opposite shade of what you're trying to cover.
So the green, so I'm taking it from here, violet, that would, or red. If you have kind of a zit or something like that, some blemish, then you should probably go with the yellow or the green. Is that how that works?
Yeah, if you're going with something that is green or something like that, you can use more of a red or a violet kind of shade.
Okay. Okay. Now, what if you have green in your skin? Do some people say that that's, what is it, sallow or something like that?
It is a little bit sallow, but a lot of times you can use a lavender kind of concealer to counteract green and even yellow.
Okay, perfect. Well, how do you use these when it comes to balancing out your concealer, your foundation, and your powder?
Oh, sure, definitely. So we're going to use the green concealer, which is awesome for redness from blemishes or rosacea or irritation on the skin. So you just put on a little bit of the concealer.
I just love the applicator tips.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Look at that. It's just like a little pen.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite color correctors. So you put on your color corrector and then you just blend it in. And then when you're done, you can continue with your regular foundation or concealer routine.
And it just goes right on top of
You
it.
just put it right on top.
And it's not going to wipe it away or anything like that?
Nope, I like to blend it in on top by tapping it with either my finger or a brush.
Okay.
And there you
Look
go.
at that.
You can't even see the green anymore.
No, you can't. Perfect.